Hello my bits, Toycat, and today I have a game of Sharpshooter from Call of Duty Black Ops, giving you some tips for Black Ops, which obviously apply to Black Ops 2 as well, because Black Ops is a bit old now and it's a bit relevant giving tips. But since Sharpshooter is returning in Black Ops 2 as a party game mode, I figured I could give some tips for it, you know, get you ready, not let you ready. So I figured I'd give some tips because I'm a pretty big Sharpshooter player. I'd say it's my favourite wager match, and I've been playing it a lot over the last few days as well. So I've been getting some fresh insight and such, so I figured I'd give some tips. So yeah, and this is a 28-5, or I don't know the exact score, gameplay from you know, Sharpshooter and Black Ops 1. And the reason why I decided to use it was it's the first time ever in the Call of Duty history of the map pack that this map has I've used the zipline and it's been relevant or useful. So, you know, big moment in the Call of Duty history right there. Someone used the zipline and actually used it to get a kill. So I figured I'd use it for that reason. So yeah, since in Sharpshooter you switch weapons every 45 seconds, which really means you have to switch up your playstyle every 45 seconds, basically I've decided that the best way to play it is every time you get a new weapon, change your playstyle on that weapon. That's obviously just smart play really. So, you know, you get akimbo weapons, you know, change your style for that. So you can't just be running around, running and gunning just wildly, you know, just hoping for the best of all your weapons, because that's not, you know, how you're going to play and be effective. What I recommend you do is, for instance, you get akimbo pistols, or, you know, akimbo weapons in general. The thing about akimbo weapons is they just don't work at long range, because obviously hip-fire spread just doesn't work at long range with a hitbox that big. So basically, what you got to do with the akimbo weapons is, you can go head-to-head people, but, you know, you'll lose most of your gunfights. So if you want to do well, just sort of play it a bit safer in the akimbo weapon rounds, and basically use it, like, try to hit people from the side if possible, or when you get steady aim you can go head-to-head gunfights. But before you get steady aim, you can just sort of, you know, try and hit people from the sides or the back. So, you know, try and play a bit more tactically so you can do that. That's obviously that's good for any gun, but it's it's especially important when the akimbo weapons are there. And when you do get in head-to-head gunfights, try and you know, obviously avoid the the old you know, people who are strafing and proning, and then obviously strafe and prone yourself. Also, here's the zipline moment. Look, I go down the zipline, don't even die while using it, and then get a kill. So bam, magic. So yeah, pistols, that's another, you know, key one that most people get a bit confused with. Also, my phone just went off. But yeah, people always get confused when the pistol round comes up, because they're like, oh dear god, this is, you know, I'm just not good at pistols, because they just don't use them. So, you know, you can either practice by playing online and, you know, getting used to all the game modes and such. But what I recommend you actually do is sort of treat it like a shotgun, like keep it at close range. Like when you get a pistol, no, just don't go for the long range shots. If you're comfortable with a pistol, you sort of can, but, you know, obviously what I recommend you actually do is go ahead and keep the pistol, like, you know, just at close range engagements where you know the enemy, or at least you know, where you know the enemy's going to be. I just said that, but yeah, try and keep them sort of at close range, because at long range, I think some people who are good with the pistols can sort of get you at long range, and I have problems using the like the Makarov at long range. The ASP and the M1911, I'm, you know, sort of okay with at long range, but, you know, so yeah, get used to the guns or learn to keep it at close range. My tip for the pistols. So launchers, they're a common one, with launchers and snipers, I guess. So snipers, try and sit near a spawn. Like here's a window that would overlook the spawn quite nicely down at the end of the ramp. Try and overlook a spawn, because that's just sort of smart, because then people will come out the spawn, they'll be in your sights, and they won't have a chance to, you know, go down the sights, because it takes 400 milliseconds, which is plenty of time for you to take aim, take the shot, bam, and be done. If you're using a silenced weapon, you know, well, a silenced weapon or a silenced, a silenced bolt action or PSG, or a non-silenced Dragnov, or I guess just Dragnov, or Y2K, then what I recommend you do is go for the headshots, because 2 body shots of you know, most of the weapons, it's not really that reasonable. That's just a recommendation, you know. So the crossbow and the launchers, what I recommend you do is just sort of do the same as the snipers. Just overlook choke points where you know people are going to be, and just get ready to fire, because if you try running around with them, all that's going to happen is people are going to go ahead and try and shoot you, and they'll be ready for you with their sights up. So it just, in my opinion, it just doesn't make sense to run around the launchers. On Nuketown maybe, but you know, the rest of the map's not quite as smart. So yeah, got the MP5K Science for the last weapon, which isn't a weapon I'm comfortable with. Well, I know it's a close range weapon, so that's sort of how I'm playing it. As you can see, I'm just not that good at it. But I tried as hard as I could, and as you can see, it pays off, and I come out first. So yeah, here's just a quick replay of the awesome me going down the zip line and actually using it for tactical effectiveness for the first time in Call of Duty history. It's quite impressive. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, you can like it and let me know, or if it helped you out, like it and let me know. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye.